Imagine taking a pill that does absolutely nothing. No active ingredients, no chemicals, yet you start feeling better. Or imagine being told about possible side effects of a drug, and soon you're feeling nauseous or dizzy, even though you're on a sugar pill. This is the world of the placebo and nocebo effects, two of the most fascinating and mysterious phenomena in medicine. Welcome to today's deep dive, where we'll explore how the mind can heal and harm the body. So what exactly are the placebo and nocebo effects? The placebo effect occurs when someone experiences real, positive changes in their health after taking an inactive treatment like a sugar pill or saline injection, simply because they believe it will work. On the flip side, the nocebo effect happens when a person experiences harmful effects because they expect them, even when no real threat exists. One of the biggest drivers of the placebo and nocebo effects is expectation. When we believe something is going to help us, our brain activates certain pathways that can cause real physical changes in our bodies. In fact, research shows that when people take placebos, their brains release dopamine, a feel-good neurotransmitter that plays a huge role in pain relief and well-being. This was clearly demonstrated in a 2002 study by Dr. Fabrizio Benedetti, where patients with Parkinson's disease were given a placebo. Their brains responded by releasing dopamine in the same way they would have if they had taken actual medication. In short, the placebo effect isn't just in your head. It has measurable biological impacts. Here's something even more mind-blowing. You don't always need deception for the placebo effect to work. Several studies show that open-label placebos, where patients are told they're taking an inactive substance, can still produce significant improvements. One of the most famous studies on this was conducted by Dr. Ted Kapchuk at Harvard Medical School in 2010. Patients with irritable bowel syndrome, or IBS, were given placebos, but were told up front that they were taking inactive pills. Despite knowing this, patients still reported substantial improvement in their symptoms, results that were almost as good as those taking actual medications. This suggests that belief and expectation alone are powerful enough to trigger real changes in the body, even when we know we're not taking an active treatment. On the flip side, the nocebo effect shows how negative expectations can harm us. This effect can be just as powerful and dangerous as the placebo effect. For example, in a 2012 study, patients were told they might experience headaches as a side effect of a drug, even though they were only given a placebo. Over 2/3 of those patients reported experiencing headaches simply because they expected to have them. Another extreme case of the nocebo effect occurred during clinical trials for statins, a cholesterol-lowering medication. When patients were informed of the possible side effects, including muscle pain, many began experiencing these symptoms, even when they were taking placebos. This led some to believe they had to stop the medication, even though the symptoms weren't caused by the drug. So, how exactly do these effects work? It all boils down to how our brain interprets information and sends signals to the rest of the body. When we expect positive outcomes, our brain releases neurotransmitters like dopamine and endorphins. These chemicals activate the brain's reward system and reduce pain signals, leading to real physical improvements. The same mechanism works in reverse for the nocebo effect, where anxiety and fear lead the brain to amplify pain and discomfort. Studies using functional MRI scans have shown that during placebo pain relief, the brain's pain centers actually quiet down, just as they would if a person had taken a real painkiller. Now, while the placebo effect offers exciting potential for non-invasive treatments, it raises an important ethical question. Should doctors knowingly prescribe placebos? Traditionally, using placebos requires some level of deception, which can erode trust between doctors and patients. However, studies on open-label placebos suggest that it may be possible to harness the placebo effect in a transparent and ethical way. But the debate continues, particularly around using placebos for more serious conditions. In the end, the placebo and nocebo effects show us just how powerful our minds really are when it comes to health. The fact that our beliefs and expectations can create real changes in the body, for better or worse, opens the door to new ways of thinking about medicine and treatment. From open-label placebos to more mindful communication between doctors and patients, learning how to harness the power of these effects could revolutionize modern healthcare. So the next time you take a pill or read about side effects, remember, your mind just might be influencing the outcome more than you think. Thanks for watching. If you found this deep dive into the placebo and nocebo effects fascinating, hit that like button and subscribe for more science and psychology content. And drop a comment below. What's your experience with placebos or nocebos? See you next time.